Good morning. Welcome to my channel. My name is Luis, and this is a short video, an introduction video. Um, as you can see, as you can notice, English is not my native speaking language. So I'm making this video as an introduction of a series of real life daily blogging. Hmm? In order to practice my English. And I will try to uh, document and register all my English learning process for me to improve my English language skills due to the fact that it's been a long time since the last time I was like practicing English and and I was thinking of how is the best way to do it. I mean, how is the best way to practice English? Since English language is a way of not only not only English language, but language in general is a way of communicating, to transmit ideas, to share knowledge, to share thoughts and impressions about the world around us. So I thought that it was a good idea to share my thoughts, my daily life through blogging. Hmm? It's a challenge just because English is not my mother language. But when you set a goal, no matter how kind of goal, when you set a goal and you are consistent, you will be able to reach that goal, or at least learned during the process. So the idea is to be fluent, to be accurate, to get accuracy, to get I don't know what else, and share. I think that is the word that I have to add to this speech. Sharing, sharing knowledge, sharing your point of view, sharing your daily life, sharing whatever you want. So that's the idea behind of this effort. I will try to do it in daily. Ah, what's the word? Um, I will try to do it daily, every day, every single day. That's the idea. Another thing, I have a book. I have lots of books. I was studying English maybe um, since 2004, almost 20 years ago. Then I had a girlfriend from another country. She was from Switzerland. Okay, they speak in some kind of German, Swiss German, but she spoke and she speaks English, so it was an opportunity for me to practice my English with her. And up to that point, I said the FCE English language test. That was some kind of British language exam. And I remember that I was able to speak in grammatically talking better than today. But where I really improved my English language skills was when I was working for an American company in the USA. And not only in the USA, but in Peru, in Latam in general. It was an engineering language, no, it was an engineering company based in Denver, Colorado, where I had the opportunity to travel to 10 years ago. And I remember that the first time that I was there, in, I was able to speak in English and I was able to understand basic things, but complex ideas in terms of engineering was a little bit complicated. A little bit complicated. And not only a little bit complicated, but it was technical. It was technical. In fact, I have some books here. For instance, I have this mining magazine called Mining World. Okay. And it could be boring for you guys, but my work was about to write articles, byline articles, and translate this kind of language. For instance, this beautiful article for you guys to see what I had to learn when the first time I was working in English. Life after aluminium mining, restoring the Amazon rainforest. This is not like, wow. I mean, you have to be very, very strongly interested in English language, in mining, to be interested in this kind of matter. You know what I mean? I mean, it was complicated at first because these technical terms were hard to be learned by someone who, yes, was able to speak in English and understand and have a conversation in English, but not in these terms. Because when I was in Denver, when I was in Colorado, and I had the opportunity to have these interviews with engineers who had to explain to me their working background and their experience, I had to understand technical terms in order to, as a communicator, I am a corporate communicator, as a communicator, understand how the business worked, you know, and having that information, being able to write articles, to work in terms of internal and external communications, able to work in terms of branding, you know. So yeah, it was a little bit hard because yeah, it was a new work for me. And yes, when I was working for MWH, that was the name of this company, I had the opportunity to talk a lot, but a lot. Just because my team, my working team was American, and all the working meetings were in English, you know? And they were like talking and talking and talking in English, and using their own words like jargon, and I'm not always. I was not always able to understand what they were like saying, you know, and they were like telling jokes, and I wasn't able to understand. day jokes, and that was tough. That was a little problem. So the main idea behind of these videos is to be able to talk in English faster with accuracy, and able to describe the things that are around, and able to have a conversation fluency, and at the same time having a blog, because it's funny having to have a blog and share things. That is one of the things that I really enjoy the most, to share the the places where I live in, to share the my thoughts, my points of view, you know, and to reach some other people around the world. It's always a good idea to learn from the people around the world. And yeah, that's my first video in English, like talking and talking. So I'll see you in the next video. And this is going to be a lot of videos in English, and I hope you don't get bored. So the next video, is about what I'm going to do during the rest of the day. But I'm going to the beach. So the next video may be about myself running, which is something that I really enjoy, going to the beach. This was just introduction introduction video. I don't know if that's the word. Okay, thank you very much. See you next.